Hi, it's Kevin KTM Jam, owner of Pro Advertisers Club, with an episode one of the Brazilian map on FS22 called Pioneers Map. It's based out of western Brazil, farming, and it's kind of like no man's land, to be honest. It's kind of what it reminds me of. But as you can see, there's nothing to it, just like no man's land. This actually has more than No Man's Lands did, because No Man's Land only had a store, and this has got some multiple selling points and tipping points and all over the on each side. So that's not bad. But here's where you start off at, okay? And you do not own any land. I've got it on hard, so that's why I don't own any land. Here's what you do own. If you put it on hard, you start with one tractor, one harvester, one trailer, all these. That's all you have, okay? And you don't own any land, and this property right here is owned by Clifford Powell. So, and you start off with $500,000. All right, first let's do the settings. Let's get those all squared away. Auto save 15 minutes. Time scale real time. Difficulty hard. Traffic's on. There's no traffic, don't matter. Seasonal growth, yes. Days per month, 28. Fixed visual month, snow on. I don't know if they have snow in western Brazil. Crop destruction on. Periodic plowing off. You know what? Let's leave everything on. We'll keep it hard. You need everything. Weeds, lime. Okay, vehicle normal. Automatic engine start, stop and go brake in, trailer fill limit. We're going to go normal on the fuel usage, and I got to fill all my own things. Okay, so let's go to the next one, and I think that's all going to be normal. Emergency pack. Pager activated on. Okay, that's a mod. That's a fire truck, and it does missions, and we'll get to that. But right now we just got some money in our pocket, and we don't own anything but this equipment. No land, no buildings, no anything. So my strategy is going to be not initially to be crops. It's going to be grass. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is buy this piece of property so that I can cut it, because if you don't own it, you can't do anything. Now here's the map. They have all this which you can't go on to. This is the edge of the map right here. I don't know if that's going to be expanded later on, but and why they have all that, but if you go to the edge, that's all you'll be able to go to. It won't let you go any further. And so let's go to number 1. I think this is the cheapest property, and it's $841,280. I've only got $500,000. So let's go see on the hard level how much money you can borrow. Okay, so I'm just going to max it out. I'm in $200,000 in debt right now. So let's go ahead and borrow even more. So I'm actually starting out with $300,000 cash in my pocket. Borrowed $500,000. I got $800,000 now. Short $41,000 for the land. So let's go sell what I don't need. What's the horsepower in that baby? Let me see. I might be able to keep this. It's 190. Let's go ahead and we'll keep that for right now. But this I'm not going to need. And let's get to 208,000. The trailer I'm not going to need initially. Of course, I don't need the header or the plow. Seeders. Alright, so I got my one tractor. So let's drive on over to the store. I gotta see which way I gotta go. Okay, I gotta turn that radio down a little bit, but here is the store. So let's go. Oh, first thing I gotta do is buy the land, otherwise I have nothing to use it on. Alright, so let's go. Okay, now it's 841,000. I got enough, so let's buy it. And I've got 309,000 to mess around with. Okay, so what I'm going to need, let's see what's on sale first. I'm actually going to need that right there. But that's what I'm going to need is oh, look at that tractor. Oh, I should buy that. That's 53% off. Oh, okay, hold on. Let's see how much I'll get for the one I got. I'll get 85,000. And then I'm going to have to pay an additional, but that would give me the one that I want. Yeah, let's go for it. I'm going to need both these items. All right, let's buy this. Horsepower is, oh, 325. Holy shit. I don't need to do that. We'll stay there at the 325. Let's go BKT. I don't do twins because then you can't get into a lot of places. Will Waits license plate. Alright, I gotta go to type 2. There we go. What the hell? I'll change it later. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to buy this. And I'm going to buy this. Which will leave me... Ooh, that's going to be close. Let's hold off on that. Let's sell my tractor. Okay, so now I'm at 263, and I still got to buy the lawnmower kit. And I'd like to get this one. And that's got a built-in windrower, so I love that. And I'll do the license plate later. Off screen. Buy. And then we're going to buy this, of course. And that leaves me 84,212. So now I need something to pick it up with. I think it was the Pottinger. Yeah, that's half price. So I'm going to go ahead and get that. Like BKT. Okay, I got $15,000 left to run my business, which is going to be grass. And then I'll go from there. So the first thing I'm going to have to do is go cut some. And I could also invest in a tedder and make some hay, and then just sell the hell out of it. Whoop. Let me go around. I do better when I pull off a little bit. I can see more. I'm going to try to sneak through the woods here. There's no road to my property, so I'm going to have to make one. I'll cut some trees down, get into the land development tab. But this is my property right here, I believe. That's what it starts at. So lower motor, unfold mower. Select next tool. Now, in order to engage the built-in windrower, you got to hit R1. You see at the bottom there, it says selected work mode widespreading. Hit R1 and that will change to selected toggle work mode, L3. And now it's engaged. So let's see if I can cut it. Yep, and see how it's making the nice clean line there. So I'm just going to go around and cut some grass now.
what you told me. Gotta find a way to end this.
All right, let's see how much money we'll make off a one trip around the property. So let's detach. And let's there we go. And now let's go get my forage scavenger, or forage trailer, whatever you want to call it. So I'll be cutting all these trees down, making a road, make some money off the trees. I got to find out where to take them first. I'm sure there's a sell point for lumber. Oh, this is a big baby. Awesome. It's going to hold a lot. All right, unfold loading wagon, lower pickup, turn on, and let's go.
It's all
Okay, so 2.5, maybe 3 trailers we're going to get. And see, here's the contracts that you can go do. Now I can lease those, but it's going to be kind of hard. Okay, so where is it? Grass. Okay, grass is $40. Show price, tag place. Okay, that's how you find a place that you don't know where it's at. And when you go on the map, and there's going to be a big green there. You see it right there? You can barely see it. So let's go sell it and see how much I'm going to make. So I'm thinking maybe 10 trailers full is what I'll get off this piece of property, because then you got to wait for the grass to grow back. So what I could do is cut down some trees, make money off that. I got to figure out how to transport it. I could do it as simple as with a chainsaw. To me, the plots of different crops, it's actually harder and more expensive to start out that way. And I've been able to swing it. Sometimes some of the maps won't let you start off. Well, you can't always start off mowing, but I had more money than usual, and I saw by selling all the equipment, it gives you more money to do with what you want. Let me see. I got to cut a lot of these trees down, and but I found grass is the easiest, fastest way to start making money. Of course, if I'm doing the... Oh, where am I going? Okay, I'm at the store. It's hard to see where you're going. There it is, right there. Maybe I'll do it this way. So I'm just going to drive right into here. And there's the signal to dump it. Okay, let's see how much I make off a full load. I also got lucky because the tractor and the trailer were for sale, half price. Otherwise, I couldn't have pulled this off. I would have had to buy a lot smaller trailer, smaller tractor. Being in the right place at the right time. Okay, so that made me $2,000. That's not a whole lot. But, you're going to do that little plot of land with the crops, and it's the same thing. You're just not going to make that much. And I'm going to get stuck here. I can see it already. Let me get back into the... Let me go the long way around. So you're talking... If I have 20 to 30,000 on the grass. And then, of course, minus expenses. The grass is going to grow probably a couple times a month, or maybe even a week. So it's a lot faster than a crop. So, yeah, that's the... Oh, look at the deer. I almost hit a deer last night working. I delivering for Domino's, and there's 2 deer on the left side of the road, and I was watching them not to hit them, because you know how they'll just take off on you all of a sudden. And when I look back to the front, there's a deer standing right in the middle of the road. Slammed my brakes on. The pizzas went flying. got to the customer. I didn't hit the deer, by the way. It got close though. And pizzas had fallen sideways onto the floorboard. So I got to the customer. I said, "Hey, I almost hit a deer. Check the pizzas. If they're messed up, we'll order right here, right now. So by the time I get back, they're ready, and I'll bring you back the new ones." But there's nothing I could do. I had a hard break, and we opened them up, and you never would have known I'd hard braked. I mean, they were beautiful looking, so they held together pretty good. All right, lower, turn on. Now, there's a lot of people going to ask you, why the hell do you play a farming simulator game? And before I got introduced to Farming Simulator 2017, I was the same way. I was like, in fact, I can remember I was in Walmart and it was a kid working, and I said, I was truck driving at the time. I needed a new game, and I said, "Hey, you got anything to suggest?" And he said, "You need to play this game." And it's Farming Simulator 2017. I'm like, I started laughing. So you got to be kidding me. I was thinking more along the lines of Skyrim or something like that. Or actually, it was Skyrim I was looking for, because my disc had gone bad and they didn't have any more to buy. So yeah, so he goes, "You got to play this." So I bought it. I think it was like $50 at the time. And I have never looked back. I got, just that first week alone, I got so hooked on it. It's a very addictive, relaxing game. I call it therapeutic. And those of us who play it know what I'm talking about. Another cool thing about it is, just like I'm doing now, they do it, more and more every update, every time they put out a new series. You can mold the game to your own liking, your own strategies, your own whatever. And I'll be honest, I love the government subsidized, where I can just buy whatever I want. I don't have to really worry about the money situation. But this is fun too, trying to make it work. And like I said, I got a little lucky with this. Usually I wouldn't be in this good a position already. I'm kind of ahead of the ball game. But it's a slow grind when you're starting out. So I just got to be careful what I buy. Got to keep my vehicles repaired and up to things, because I'll have to buy a new one eventually. Alright, there we go. Okay, when you fill it up, it automatically lifts. And by the way, all these tractors and equipment, that's real IP. That's real name brand equipment. It's so much better when you know where you're going. Okay, well, that's going to do it for this episode. I'm going to be spending the next few hours or days, depending, I ain't got much time left today to work on it, but I'll get all the grass cut, get all the money saved up. Yeah, another 2,000, 1,900 actually. And then I'll make another video on my next stage of the strategy. If you get a chance, go check out Pro Advertisers Club. It's a totally free site to advertise. And thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, support my channel. I've got another channel called KGM Jam, but the reason I made this one was I make a video pretty much of anything I feel like at the moment, so I'm having a hard time. The algorithm doesn't know what to do with my videos, so I've been studying up on it. Said make a dedicated channel to what you like to do the most, and then that way the algorithm can catch on to it and help you get out in front of other people who have the same kind of like. We'll see how that goes. I'll update you on that also. So thanks again and have a nice day.